Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Mathswell YouTube channel, a platform, a virtual platform for mathematics. Today we are going to solve the continued part, the examples of the trigonometry, right? So in the last video we have solved some example on the introduction to trigonometry, the basic part that we have seen in the last video. Now we are going to continue the same. Okay, examples on trigonometric functions. Okay, so let's move ahead. Some different examples. The examples are like this. So in a triangle PQR, consider triangle PQR. The question is like this: in triangle PQR, I will just note an example. Yes. In the example you are given in triangle PQR, it is right angle at Q. Okay, and you are given PR plus QR equal to 25 centimeter, and along with that you are also given PQ equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, so you need to find the value of sin P, cos P and tan P. So let's see. So what is given? You are given a triangle PQR. Note down given in the example. First point, triangle PQR is right angle at which point? At the point Q. Okay, this is the first point given. Second point, you are given that PR plus QR equal to 25. PR plus QR equal to 25 centimeter, and one more point you are given that the length of side PQ given is 5 centimeter. Length of side PQ is given as 5 centimeter. So what you need to find? You need to determine the values of the trigonometric ratios. What we need to find? We need to find sin P, cos P and tan P. These three values we need to find. So students, let's see how to solve the values, how to get the values of sin P, cos P and tan P with the help of given information. So students, for that just we need to draw a triangle, a right angle triangle. We can just write here the solution part. Okay, so in the solution part, first we will draw a triangle, right angle triangle, say as it is given triangle PQR, and it is right angle at the point Q. So I can write a triangle PQR like this. Okay, this is right angle at Q, and what you are given? You are given that PR plus QR. Given that PR plus QR is equal to 25 centimeter. Okay, and PQ equal to 5 centimeter. This much is known. Okay, so since PR and Q are equal to 25 centimeter, if I consider among them, if let PR be X, if I consider PR be X, then how much will be QR? Obviously it is 25 minus X centimeters, right? Yes. So now in this triangle PQR, PQ is 5 centimeter, we consider QR, PR as X, so that I can say QR is 25 minus X. So all the three sides are known. So are you able to find the value of X, students? Yes, we can find the value of X. Okay, so apply Pythagoras theorem to this and get the value of X from it. So I can say by using Pythagoras theorem, what we can say, which one is the hypotenuse? PR is the hypotenuse. So PR square equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. So it is PQ square plus QR square, right? So now just put the values. PR is nothing but X, so I can write it as X square. PQ is how much? It is 5 centimeter given, so this 5 square, and QR we have is 25 minus x the whole square. Okay, now we need to find the value of x from it. So I can have the square of 5 as 25, and now just to open the bracket, what this gives us? It gives us 25 square is 625 minus is 2 times 25 into 2 means 50x plus x square, okay, and is equal to x square to the left side. So as in this equation we have the similar term on both sides, so this x square will get cancelled. Okay, so what we have from this, to get the value of x, so get the term of x to the left side, it becomes 50x. Since it is minus 50 to the right side, if I take it to the left, it will become plus 50, and 25 plus 625 is how much? This will become 650, right? So how much is the value of x from it? The value of x will be 650 divided by 50. Okay, so this 5 gets cancelled, 5 ones are 5 and 5 threes are 15. So the value of x we got is 13. So students, what is x we consider? We consider x is the length of hypotenuse PR. So I can say PR is 13 centimeter, right? PR is 13 centimeter. So what about QR? So QR will be equal to 25 minus x. So x is 13, so 25 minus 13 will give us 12 centimeter, right? So now students, we got all the three sides of the triangle. So are you able to find the values of the trigonometric function sin p, cos p and tan p? Yes, we can find them. So let's find them one by one. So students, what we have in the triangle PQR? So you can say in triangle PQR, what we have in triangle PQR, we have all three sides. PQ equal to 5 centimeter, QR equal to how much? 25 minus x, that is 12 centimeter we got, and the hypotenuse PR is equal to 13 centimeters. So which gives us, since P is a acute angle, and by definition of the sine, so how much is sine P? The sine P is given by opposite by hypotenuse. So here I can just write a definition, opposite by hypotenuse. Which one is the opposite side opposite to the angle P? The angle side opposite to the angle P is nothing but QR. So this is QR upon hypotenuse is PR. So how much is QR? QR is 12 centimeter and PR is 13 centimeter. So in this way I have the value of sin P. Similarly, what is cos P by definition? Cos P is adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? So which one is the side adjacent to the angle P? It is obviously PQ. See the diagram. And hypotenuse is again PR as usual. So how much is PQ? PQ we have, it is given as 5 centimeter and is divided by PR, which is equal to 13 centimeter we got. So this gives us the value of cos P, right? And then we can have the value of tan P. How much is tan P, students? What is the definition of tan P? Tan P is opposite by adjacent side, right? Or we can take the ratio of sin P by cos P also. Okay, so we can use the definition, no problem. So opposite side to the angle P is QR and the adjacent side to the angle P is PQ. So QR by PQ is the ratio of tan P, right? The definition of tan P is QR by PQ. How much is QR we have? QR is 12 and PQ is 5 centimeters. So in this way we calculate, or we have the value of tan P also. So students, so this is one of the important example. Such type of example may also ask in the exam, if some relation or some of the sides are given and you are asked to find the trigonometric ratios from it. So student, isn't it easy? Yes or no? Yes. So in this way we are able to find the values of trigonometric ratios with the help of some given information, right students? Okay, so now let's move ahead students. We have few more examples. What is that example? We can see here. Uh, yes. Mhm. So we have one more triangle. Okay, one more example is given. In triangle ABC, right angle at B, if tan A equal to 1 by root 3, find the value of sin A cos C plus cos A sin C and cos A cos C minus sin X sin C. So let's find this. Let's solve this example. See the question given. So what is the question given? Just I can show you what is the question given. I tell you, and then we'll go to solve it. Okay, so let's see the second example, today's second example. What it is given is here. In triangle ABC, right angle at B, if tan A equal to 1 by root 3. So in triangle ABC, there is right angle at angle B, right angle at the vertex B, we can say. Okay, right angle at B, and also you are given tan A equal to 1 upon root 3. So value of tan A is given 1 by root 3. So you are asked to find. What we need to find? We need to find. So student, we need to write it like this. First part should be given, whatever the given that we need to write. Secondly, we need to find, write what we need to find, and then the third part of the example will be the solution, the main part of the sum. Okay, so what we need to find here? We need to find the two terms. We need to find the values of the first expression. It is sin A cos C plus cos A sin C plus cos A sin C. After that, the second we need to find the value of cos A cos C minus sin A sin C minus sin A sin C. So this is the question, student. So again consider a triangle. So now we move ahead for the main part of this example, that is the solution of this example, how to solve this example. Okay, let's see. Okay, see here. So let's draw the triangle first. So we have a triangle, a right angle triangle named as triangle ABC, and it is the right angle at B. So I can write it as ABC, right angle at B. So I can say to find the sin A cos A and sin C cos C, we need to find these terms, and then we can find the value of the given expression. So student, as you are given that tan A equal to 1 upon root 3, the value of tan A given is 1 upon root 3. So what is the definition of tan A from the figure? From figure, what we can say, tan A is opposite by adjacent. So what is opposite side? It is BC, and adjacent side is AB. So I can write this is ratio equal to BC upon AB. Right, students? So opposite side is BC and adjacent side is AB by the definition of tan theta, or tan ratio tan. Okay. So can I say from this, can I say this BC equal to 1 and AB equal to root 3? The lengths of these sides of this triangle may be either exactly equal to this value, or maybe in the multiple of these values. Either I can take in the multiple of case. Suppose I consider this BC as 1K and this is equal to root 3K. Sorry. Okay, so can I have the third side from this two known sides of this triangle? Yes, obviously by Pythagoras theorem we can find the third side. So what this gives us by Pythagoras theorem, as we have solved in the previous example also, if we know the two sides, we can find the third side of triangle by using Pythagoras theorem. So here I can say BC equal to 1k or only k, and AB is equal to root 3k. So I need to find AC. So again hypotenuse is to be obtained. So AC square equal to, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So I can say it is k square plus root 3k the whole square. So take the squares, k square plus root 3k the whole square will become 3k square. So it will be 4k square is the value of AC square. So how much is AC from this? AC will be equal to, it is 2k, right? Square root of 4k will be plus minus 2k, but since AC is the length of the side and length of side will never negative, so we consider only positive value. So we got the value of AC as 2k. Okay, so I can write here AC equal to 2k. So students, now if you know all the three sides of a triangle, the remaining part is very easy. So to get the values of these trigonometric relations, expression is given. So for that we need the values of sin A cos A and sin C cos C. So if we are able to find these four trigonometric ratios, we can find the value of that given expression. So let's find them. The first one we find sin A and cos A. How much is sin A by definition? By definition, sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. What is opposite side opposite to the angle A? Obviously it is BC. And how much is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AC. And we know the values of these two. BC is K and AC equal to 2K, or it is equal to 1 by 2 only. So I can say sin A equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, I can find the value of cos A. Cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse, A by H. So what is A? Adjacent side is AB, and hypotenuse is, as usual, it is AC. So how much is AB? AB is equal to root 3k. So keep it here, and AC is again 2k. So can I cancel this k? Yes, cancelling this k, you can say it is equal to root 3 by 2. So we have sin A and cos A. Now the remaining terms we need are sin C and cos C. So let's find them. Sin C and cos C. What we have? Sin C. Yes. Now student, what is sin C? So here the angle is changed. Now your angle is angle C now. So again the definition remains same. It is again opposite by hypotenuse, but the opposite side of angle C we need to get here. So O is nothing but the angle side opposite to the angle C is AB here. So I can write this is equal to AB upon hypotenuse is AC as usual. So AB is root 3k, AC is 2k. So this gives us equal to root 3 by 2. So this k gets cancelled, you will left with root 3 by 2. And then find cos C. Cos C will gives us again adjacent by hypotenuse by definition. Adjacent side of the angle A is nothing but, side angle C is nothing but BC, and hypotenuse is as usual, it is AC, it will not change. So BC is K, AC is 2K. So getting this cancelled, we are left with 1 by 2 only. Okay, so this is the value of cos C. So student, we got values of sin A, cos A and sin C, cos C. Now I am able to find the values of the expressions. The first expression given is sin A cos C plus cos A sin C, right? So just put the values. How much is sin A? Sin A we got is 1 by 2. Cos C we have again 1 by 2 plus cos A. How much is cos A? It is root 3 by 2 into sin C again is same as root 3 by 2. Just see here the values we got. And after that, how much is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2? Obviously it is 1 by 4, and root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 will be 3 by 4. So how much we got? Since the denominator is same, I keep the denominator as it is and just add the numerator. So how much is 1 plus 3 is again 4. So how much is 4 by 4? Both are same, gets cancelled, and we left with only 1. So hence we have the value of the given expression sin A cos C plus cos A sin C is equal to 1. So now let's move ahead for the second expression. What is the second expression? Second expression given is cos A cos C minus sin A sin C, students. This is the second expression. So again put the value and simplify. So see the values we got here. Cos A is root 3 by 2, cos C is 1 by 2, minus sin A is 1 by 2 and sin C is root 3 by 2. So student, what we have here, root 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 will be root 3 upon 4, whereas 1 by 2 into root 3 by 2 will be again root 3 upon 2 to the 4. So what you get here, students, root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4, they are equal and opposite numbers, so that will get cancelled and you will left with the answer as 0. So in this way, student, we have the answer for the values of the given expression as the first expression is having its value is equal to 1 and the second expression is having its value as 0. So this is your required answer. So is it easy, students? Yes, it's very easy. Once you know the definitions of the trigonometry ratios, the remaining part is very easy. The main part is just you must know what are the definitions of all the trigonometric ratio. Right, students? Yes. Myself, Sanjay sir, will stop today and will continue in the next video with more interesting part from this topic. Till then, thank you.